I am Pragya and I bring to you excerpts from the current issue of Outlook titled Trapped, that looks at two cover stories. One, where poor migrant workers trapped in a tunnel make it alive after 17 traumatic days. The other, for the Palestinians trapped in Gaza, the ceasefire may be short-lived before the next round of attacks by Israel. The other cover has illustration of the olive tree, a symbol of Palestinian culture and resilience. The Palestinian poet in exile, Mahmoud Darwish, has always used olive tree in his poetry. Lines from his poem, The Second Olive Tree, reads, "The portrait for the olive tree is neither green nor silver. The olive tree is the color of peace, if peace needed a color." Over 1 million olive trees have been uprooted by the settlers in occupied Palestine since 1967 to build new settlements, according to Haaretz newspaper and other agencies. Natural Allies by Abhik Bhattacharya from Outlook. Indigenous communities across the globe are lending their support to the Palestinians. On November 14th, an Indigenous celebration night was organized at Rogers Place in Edmonton, the capital city of the Canadian province of Alberta. The Barehead Sisters, a musical trio from Paul First Nation, Alberta, performed at the event wearing shimmering blue dresses and chunky medallions. As they sang a rendition of the Canadian national anthem, the TV cameras captured the three carrying a black and white scarf known as kafiyeh, a traditional Middle Eastern garment that has evolved to symbolize the Palestinian struggle for justice. After the performance, they wrote on their Facebook page, "We stand with our Indigenous people from all across the world. Tonight, we'd like to send our thoughts and prayers to the Palestinian community." Images and visuals of debris of schools and hospitals, unidentified dead bodies, piercing sounds of bombs, choking smoke, along with a resilient population fighting without electricity, water facilities, food, and medical aid, have been emerging from Gaza for weeks now, prompting solidarities to pour in from across the globe. The images of children playing the martyr game, where they are seen carrying the bodies of their friends, preparing themselves for the final moment of Shahadat, brought in millions of Indigenous people who themselves have been witness to such violence for centuries together in support of the Palestinian cause. Though the fight of Palestinians has been considered a struggle for the rights of Indigenous people by a few Palestinian scholars like Jamal Nabulsi, till now vocal support was absent. On October 26, the Red Nation, a coalition of indigenous activists dedicated to liberating native people from colonialism and capitalism, extended their support to the Palestinian cause. In no uncertain terms, they called for an immediate ceasefire and noted, "The settler states that disposes and occupy our lands support Israel in dispossessing and occupying Palestine. We support Palestinian liberation and their right as an oppressed people to resist colonialism and genocide." Signed by renowned indigenous activists like Leanne Betasamosake Simpson, Nick Estes, and Glenn Coulthard, among others, the statement said, "We encourage indigenous peoples worldwide to uplift additional demands from Palestinian organizers to commit to the Palestinian call to boycott, divest, and sanction Israel and all institutions complicit in Israeli apartheid and settler colonialism." Sogoria Te Land Trust, an organization run by urban indigenous women, has also come out in support of the people of Palestine. It noted in a statement of November 14th, "We condemn the Israeli siege, we condemn apartheid, we condemn genocide, and we demand an end to US military aid and funding of Israeli violence." Their support comes at the cost of even risking funding. We do so having already received hate messages and threats to withdraw funding. We do not want money that is contingent on accepting genocide silently, it adds. For this and more, read the current issue of Outlook.